Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, we're at Paphos International Airport and we're going to head back to downtown Kato Paphos. So, if you're jetted into Paphos and you're wondering the route at night time, this could be that little video for you. We're going to head down towards the Hotels Road and deep into downtown Kato Paphos. And I tell you what, it really is a spectacality of a night indeed. The weather today has been 35 degrees. And at this time of night, the combination of the air conditioning going and the air conditioning and the humidity causes now and again a little mist on the screen. So I'm going to have to flick the wipers on now and again. So please forgive that intrusion. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the drive and hopefully you're going to stay and watch it in its entirety. It's probably going to take us around about 20 minutes, by the way. So sensible driving, perhaps if you're hiring a car, or perhaps someone's picking you up, or perhaps you've got a car and you want to learn the route. Perhaps you don't know the route. This could be that little video for you. I'd like to say a big shout out and a big thank you to some of the guys that unfortunately have had to leave the island of love. If your name is Dame Anne, the girl in charge of the show, I've just dropped her off. She's going to jet into Newcastle, and of course our Sir Peter and her Sir Peter will be picking her up in the early hours of the morning. We wish her a very safe trip, and we'll be looking forward to seeing her when she comes back to the Island of Love, which of course is downtown Kato Paphos, and she's booking into the Alexander the Great Hotel yet again. Yeah, and of course that'll be in September. I'd also like to say a fond farewell to Lady Jessica, the man of her dreams, and my great friend, of course, Sir Simon. He's actually a lord. He was promoted for his 40th birthday. Don't want to remind him. And of course, a big shout out to Princess Meghan, and of course my little mate, who is still little, Gangster Max. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys when you come back. We know it's a date for Christmas. We know that. They're going to have Christmas lunch with us in the Pelican restaurant in the Paphos Harbour, but rumours are afoot that they may be coming back in August as well. So fingers crossed. The man known as Lord Simon makes a couple of bob, stashes it away under the bed, and of course then gets on the internet and books a spectacality of a holiday indeed to downtown Paphos. And of course Marika and myself, Paphos, and all the bars and restaurants will be waiting, and we will, especially for you. So, nighttime video. We're driving back from Paphos Airport and we're heading towards the first place on the block will be Timmy, and we're going to take a left and head towards Paphos. If you took a right at the end of this road, you would head towards Mandrea. If you kept going, you've got a Secret Valley, Aphrodite's Hills, and you can either then join the motorway or stick on the old road and go towards Missouri, and of course eventually Limassol, if perhaps you are flying into Paphos. But we're going to the Hotels Road, where most people who fly into Paphos probably are going to be staying in the place that we call downtown Kato Paphos. I'd like to do a big shout out to a man known as Lord of the Brian, and he's got a girl in his life called Lady Fiona. And I'd like to say thank you very much indeed for your kind words and your kind comments, and of course for going through and taking that extra little bit of trouble and hunting us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. We thank you very much indeed. Those 5 coffees will keep the old jalopy going for that little bit longer as I take you on my travels in and around Paphos. So like I say, if you do like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps keep coming back for that little bit more of our madness as we take you on our travels in and around Paphos. And of course, if you'd like to keep the channel afloat, like Brian, why not go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, because that's how you could gift us that virtual coffee or two. Motivate us to keep on making these videos, especially for you. If you want a birthday shout out, if you want an anniversary shout out, if you want me to go somewhere special just for you, again, gift us those couple of coffees, and that video will be coming very soon, especially for you. So what should we talk about? We'll talk about the new website that's coming on, marikame.com. It'll be online hopefully within the next 4 to 6 weeks. Lots of things are going to be going on there. You'll be able to read a little bit about us, obviously. There'll be lots of information about Paphos, of course, Kato Paphos in particular. You'll be able to reserve tables in some of the restaurants in downtown Kato Paphos. And don't forget, if you mention the magic words Marika and me, sometimes you'll get a discount or two. Yeah, you will. And certainly get much, much better service. Other things that are coming online, lots of people know next year we intend to open the Marika and me lounge bar. And we're giving you the opportunity to get your name up in lights. You will be able to purchase a virtual brick. Yeah. In the Marika and me lounge bar. So of course when people come in the bar, they'll see your name up in lights and they will know that you are one of the founding members of the Marika and me lounge bar. So more details will be coming on that very, very soon on the internet, on the little website known as marikaandme.com. And there's many other things coming on. We're going to be giving away free tickets on the Ocean Vision. That's the big boy, that's the 5-star cruise ship in the Paphos Harbour. So some of them will be raffled, but every month we will give one pair away, and we're working more and more with some of the retailers that they are going to give us something for free that we can give to you guys. So obviously this is like a carrot to make you keep on coming back to the little channel known as Marika and me. We do thank you for every second that you watch. We really, really do. So as a reward, we're going to be giving you free gifts that when you come to Paphos, of course you can redeem them, go to that restaurant, get that great, great meal, perhaps pop into Miss Faye's Perfumery and get a discount on a bottle of perfume or two. So don't forget to keep coming back to the little channel known as Marika and me. Slowly but surely it is evolving. We show you lots of places in and around downtown Kato Paphos. That's what we're known for. DTKP. Yes, Sir Marcus. Yes, indeed. And when you come to Paphos, we hope that you will grab the hand of your girl. Of course, that's our lady Jodie. And come and join us one evening in the Pelican restaurant. And anyone is welcome, by the way. If you're looking for us, you want to come and just say hello. Or perhaps you want to come and sit down and chew the fat. Grab a chair, order yourself a drink, and we'll chew the fat and the night away. We can learn a bit about you and you can learn a bit about us. And perhaps you can give us some ideas of where the direction of the channel should go. So, if you want to know all that's going on in downtown Kato Paphos, the little channel for you is Marika and me. Now, this is what we call the Old Airport Road. Well, that's what the locals call it anyway, and that's what I call it. And along here, predominantly the speed limit is 50 kilometers an hour, but it flicks 50 to 60 to 80 to 50. And I warn you now, if you are in a car at night, it is nigh on impossible to spot the little camera vans that are parked up. So just stick to 60 kilometers an hour because they're quite lenient. You know, in a 50, they'll allow you to do 60. So if you stick to 60 all the way, it doesn't matter if there's someone to suck up your bottom, let them overtake you and let them get flashed by the camera and let them receive the infringement on their credit card. You're not going to get there any faster because, of course, there's things called people, dogs, cats, camper vans, all these kind of things are going to slow you down. And when you get to Kato Paphos, you'll be in gridlock traffic. Well, hopefully not, but you know what I'm saying. There's zebra crossings, again, there's people crossing, there's cars and all sorts of things going on. So stick to the speed limits, you'll get there just as quick, have no stress, and of course no infringement on your credit card, which is very, very important indeed. Quite busy tonight because there's a lot of nighttime flights. When I arrived earlier on with Simon and Jessica, it was already full of holiday tour buses, taking people to the airport, of course bringing people from the airport. And I've just dropped off the girl known as Dame Anne, the girl in charge of the show. It was even more busy, and as we see, there's lots and lots of traffic and taxis heading in that direction. And there's a bit of a tailback behind me. They're all very, very frustrated that this car is driving at 58 kilometers an hour in a 50. This terrible person, terrible person. But I'm quite relaxed, quite happy, because I've got myself a big boy, and I've got myself a Marika and me branded lighter, and I'm going to light up the big boy right now and give my tonsils and your ears a break for a couple of seconds. Here we go. Yep, that is very, very nice indeed. If you're in downtown Wiltshire and you just happen to be the Baron von Cigar, of course that's our Lord of the Martin. Give a big shout out and a big, big hello when you go back in from the man cave after smoking your Churchill and say, Yasu, Gumbaruet to our girl, Lady Victoria. And guess what, Baron? I have gone and got a bigger lighter than the one that I gave to you. I was in a kiosk the other day and there was one that's about 1.5 times the size. Looks exactly the same texture, and now of course that's been branded with Marika and me on the top and on the front. But don't worry, when you come back to Paphos in September, I'm going to have them waiting especially for you. So don't forget to bring a cigar or two. And of course I look forward to going on the adventure, hunting them down. And this time, as I've said, we're going to film it, because you never know, there might be the odd person that likes to watch an idiot in a blue hat with a pair of dark sunglasses and a naughty, cheeky, sneaky little monkey wandering around in a cigar shop. And you know what? We may even sit inside in the lounge area and smoke a cigar on camera as well. If you're up for it, drop it in the comments. And if you were in Paphos, by the way, and perhaps you'd like to come and join Mr. Paul and make a video or two, why not drop in the comments? I'll come to your hotel, your apartment complex, pick you up, and off we'll go and chew the fat and stop for a frappe or whatever you might want. Perhaps pick up some cigars on the way back. Who knows? But get permission from the boss first, or perhaps he wants to come with us, because on our last little adventure, Lady Victoria came with us and we went to have a look at Coral Bay. We did indeed. Oh yeah. So stick with us about another 10 minutes, I would say, and we will be deep in downtown Kato Paphos. Of course, I'm going to name one or two of the hotels along the route. So of course that could be one of the hotels that you may be staying in. Yeah. So don't click off just yet. Now back to some of the competitions that we're going to be running. Like I say, we're going to give some tickets away totally free of charge. All you will have to do is click through to the Buy Me a Coffee platform and gift us one coffee. That's all it is, €5, and then write your little message and of course your name or the name of the person that you would like to receive the prize. If you win, we'll pick your name out of the Vase of Truth live on camera. When you jet into Paphos, either yourself or that person will be given those tickets and they will be able to redeem them at whatever they want. For example, it could be the Ocean Vision, it could be the Jolly Roger, it could be the Wave Dancer. Whatever it might be that you won will be waiting for you when you arrive in downtown Kato Paphos. We're also going to be running the holiday competition. We've had a word with 1 or 2 hotels now in central Paphos. So that's in the downtown area, Kato Paphos, okay? And they've agreed with us, yeah, they're going to hook up with us, so we'll be able to offer holidays in their hotels. Obviously we're going to pay for it, and that's what will be the prize. You will get free flights from your chosen airport anywhere in Europe or in the UK, of course. You'll be transported from the airport to your hotel. You'll stay in that hotel for 7 nights. You'll have bed and breakfast, and on top of all of that, all you've got to do is come down to the Pelican restaurant in the Paphos Harbour and say a big, big hello to Mr. Paul. That's me. And of course the most beautiful woman in the world. That's Miss Ochingwasibula Booth. That's Marika. And what do you get for coming there? Well, I'll tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get a free drink. Again, I'm going to pay for that. And just as you're about to leave, unfortunately for me, I am going to give you €1,000. Yes, you heard me correctly. I am going to give you €1,000, which you will be able to spend in and around downtown Kato Paphos. So don't forget to keep coming back to the little channel known as Marika and Me. And of course that's going to be called The Big Event, which will be on a Saturday evening, and it will be broadcasted live. But of course you've got to keep coming all the way through the week to get the little clues, to get the little hints, and to find out what you might win. Is it going to be free this week? Is it going to have to be entered by Buy Me the Coffee platform, or am I going to have to buy a ticket on the marikame.com website? But the point of it is, we're going to engage you, and you're going to have a spectacality of a ride indeed. The Marika and Me channel is going to go places that you never even thought was possible. Yeah. So every single week we're going to be giving away something to you guys. Now, this is now the final stretch into downtown Kato Paphos. All the taxis are speeding up. Perhaps they've been gumbarued up. That means friends up, and they've been phoning around, and they understand that perhaps there are no police and no camera vans around. But of course you haven't got that privilege. So if I was you, I would stick to 60 kilometers an hour all the way from the airport to your final destination. Otherwise, you'll find, well, that little bit of speeding not only costs you money, but possibly you might get stopped with the boys and the girls in blue as well. They'll be very pleasant with you, they'll have a laugh and a joke with you, but you're going to be leaving with a little ticket, and you're going to have to go on the internet and you're going to have to pay it. Simple as that. So let's take a little trip into downtown Kato Paphos. I promise you along the way I'm going to name one or two of the hotels, and perhaps one of those hotels may be the hotel that's waiting especially for you. But first of all, we're going to go down to Rikos Beach, and then we're going to work our way along the hotels, and I'll name one or two of them so you know exactly where they are. Now I'd like to say a big thank you to quite a few people who are keeping the channel afloat. Your name's Baron John, Baroness Louise. Thank you very much indeed for those 3 copies that you send us every single month. Very much appreciated. Of course, you understand that we are friends for life. I'd like to say a big shout out to Lainey Zena and our Sir Kev. They're coming back to Paphos in September, and of course they're going to be getting married. Hopefully they'll allow us to make a little video or two, and there'll be some fun and games and those kind of things. Forgive the road surface, this is possibly one of the worst roads in Paphos. That's Rikos Beach right in front of us, or to give it its correct title, they call it Skipu Municipality Beach, but of course that's a little bit of a mouthful. So what happened was, a long time ago, a gentleman down the far end here opened up a beach bar. His name was Rikos. He called it Rikos Beach Bar, and from that moment on this became Rikos Beach. So if you want to come for a great day on a beach and perhaps to sup on a cold pint of Kio, Rikos Beach Bar is waiting for you on the left hand side right now. So get yourself on a big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, Rikos Beach Bar, guess what? It's waiting. It really is waiting, especially for you. So big shout out to some other superstars in downtown South Wales. If your name is Lord of the Lee, you've got a girl you might call Lady Vicky, 2 princesses, Princess Kelly and of course Princess Layla, who will be waiting for you when you arrive on the Island of Love. Again in downtown South Wales, there are some other superstars of course, and we happened to make a wedding video for them a long time ago now. They're going to miss this year, but hopefully they'll come back next year. Big shout out, we're missing you like crazy. Lady Anne-Marie, yeah. Sir Michael, yeah. And of course the princess known as Princess Kaylee. We're missing you like crazy, and we are looking forward to seeing you again very soon indeed. So come on, Sir Michael, get on that internet, have a look under the bed, find some money and get yourself on that big bird, get yourself down to downtown Paphos, because we'd like to see you very soon indeed. Also in downtown South Wales, there are a couple who likes to play car games with Mr. Paul. She likes a bit of brightness in her life. All right, tonight's dark, but the street lights are on, the car lights are on, so it's looking quite bright. I promise you when we get to central Kato Paphos, there'll be lots of fun and games going on. So a big shout out to our girl, Lady Whitney, and of course the man of her dreams, our Sir Jace. They'll be coming to Paphos in about 2 weeks. Yeah, looking forward to that one. Because of course Mr. Paul's on his Todd. Marika's gone away to see her mum in downtown Tbilisi, Georgia. She'll be back in time for Whitney and Jace, because of course we're going to go on the Ocean Vision and do a total live filming. So don't forget to keep coming back to the little channel known as Marika and me. Hotels galore, by the way. This one here is called, I can never remember what it's called, by the way. Let me check the sign out. I think it's the Pioneer. Yeah, Pioneer Beach is on the left hand side. Next door to that is the Asamina Suites Hotel, a 5-star resort, very popular with a girl in our lives and our hearts, and of course that is our girl Lady Labika. This hotel coming up now is the Aquamari, who stayed there quite recently. Well, I'll tell you, a man in downtown Bolton who came up to us in the Pelican restaurant, and he brought his blonde beauty with him. Of course, that's our Sir Andy and his girl, and our girl Lady Sarah, and they're coming back in October, and I think they're staying in the Dionysus Central Hotel, which is actually perfect because it's very central, as its name suggests. Leonardo Cypria Bay, that's there. Our girl Lady Anna, my superstar, Dr. Tomas, and of course their son and my great friend Sir Bart stayed there, and they'll be coming back to Paphos next year. Drop in the comments, Lady Anna, where are you going to be staying next year? I'm pretty sure you've booked it, so let Mr. Paul know, and you never know, we might go to storm their reception, especially for you. Athena Beach Hotel, there you go, Lady Whitney, Sir Jace, that's where you're going to be booking in. You never know, we might be waiting under your bed, especially for you. Next door to this one is the Athena Royal Beach Hotel. I think they struggled with names, though. They liked the name Athena, didn't they? And they obviously ran out of money, because the next one along behind all these parade of shops is called the Lewis Imperial Beach Hotel. Who's going to be staying there? Let me think. I know. There's a girl who wants to get married and she wants a big diamond ring. Are you listening, Sir Matt of the Dyers? Yeah, are you listening? Because Lady Sally Briars definitely wants to marry you, and she wants to become Lady Sally Dyers. So, come on, let's get it done. Next door to that, Olympic Lagoon, that's the 5-star luxury hotel sitting on the cusp of the blue Mediterranean Sea. This area is called the Triangle, by the way. Lots of bars, lots of restaurants. Perhaps on your first night, if you're in those hotels, you don't want to venture all the way to the promenade. Massive pothole there, Dizzy Blonde. Did you feel that one? Yeah? What do you think of that, Lord Harold, Lady Pat? Thank you for those 10 coffees that you gifted us, by the way. And hopefully you'll come and join us in the Pelican Restaurant in and around December when you come back to Paphos. And I'd like to say a massive shout to some people that joined us 3 times on the trot, and they're coming back to Paphos very soon indeed. If your name is Lady Jean and you've got a Sir Mal in your life, we'll be waiting for you, that's for sure. And remember, if you're in Paphos as we speak, Mr. Paul is on his Todd. Everyone he knows has gone home. If you want to come and make some friends, come and sit with me in the Pelican Restaurant. I'm in there most evenings from around about 8 to 8:30 or so until they chuck me out. This Gumbaru has been very polite and allowing these people to walk before he turns in, and that of course is the Alexander the Great Hotel. But unfortunately, there's no one that I know staying there at the moment. But of course in September, there's a man who stayed there more times than anybody else. Well, if he's lying, you drop in the comments, but he's known as Chrissy59, yeah, and he's dreaming of getting to that magic number known as 69. When you do, big man, I promise you there will be something special waiting for you in the Pelican Restaurant when you come and join us. But this time I'll have an ice cold pint of your favourite tipple, and of course that is Keo. Yeah, they'll be waiting for you, chilled to perfection. Annabelle Hotel, that's on the left hand side. Of course Harold and his girl Lady Pat will be staying there at Christmas, and hopefully they'll join us in the Pelican Restaurant, because we're going to have live events, by the way. I mentioned the Nantwich crew. Unfortunately Simon and Jessica and the superstars Princess Meghan and Gangster Maxim had to go back to Nantwich, but don't worry, they're coming back for Christmas, and they're going to join us on Christmas Day, and we're going to have a lunch or two in the Pelican Restaurant. If you're in Christmas for Paphos on Christmas Day, why not come and join us? Why not come and find us the day before, perhaps, and let's arrange it. But if you want to, just come and join us on Christmas Day. We're going to be there at about 1 o'clock or thereabouts, perhaps having a fish platter or something like that. Come and pull up a chair, chew the fat, and I'm pretty sure we'll all make some good friends. We're in downtown Kato Paphos. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, smash the like, smash the subscribe button. Don't forget to keep coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And please don't forget to go and keep the channel afloat by hunting us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's how you could gift us that virtual coffee or two. And like I've said, don't forget to check in now and again, because there could be something that you would like to win, or something that you might get for free on the little channel known as Marika and me. Downtown Kato Paphos on early evening, and it's going to get busier and busier and busier as the season progresses. Just coming up over here, by the way, one big final shout out to Lady Deborah O'Rourke, and of course the partner of her dreams, her will and our Sir Will. That has got a place in your hearts, and of course that is the Basilica Holiday Resort, and it is waiting especially for you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to your company again very soon indeed. let's get this big boy lit. And I think it's time for a coffee. Pelican Restaurant, get the percolator going. See, nice, polite people. When someone stops you, you should always give them a wave, shouldn't you? A lot of foreigners don't. Most British people do, don't they? So it's part of our culture. Here we go. I'm going to leave you with a view of the downtown Kato Paphos harbour, or should we call it DTKP? Is that right? Yes, it is. Especially for our man known as Sir Marcus. We'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Forward to my nice hot latte. I really, really am. I think these two bikes are pedalling like crazy, aren't they? They're going into the Kato Paphos harbour. Perhaps they're going to join me in the Pelican Restaurant. You never know. See you again very, very soon indeed. Good job on courteous, isn't it? Obviously they're not going to join me in the Pelican Restaurant. Never mind, should have run them over. Only joking.